Hello, band fans. We're going to find out a little bit about the cadet bands at Washington Middle School. So first, here's a little bit about me, a little bit about the band teacher. I grew up in Olympia, went to all the Olympia public schools. I've been teaching in the Olympia School District since 1994. I've taught fifth grade band for the last 28 years. I started my career teaching high school band at Olympia High School, so I've seen what happens before middle school and what happens after. And I've been a private instructor for many, many years in the Olympia area. Still an active performer, mostly on my trumpet. And I've also been a parent of 4 kids that have gone through Washington Middle School and have been involved in music in the middle school and high school. So I try to bring all those experiences to the band room at Washington. This year in the cadet bands, we're using an instruction book in class, just like we did last year. This year it's called Tradition of Excellence. It's a blue book, book 2. That's something you can pick up at one of the local music stores or also online. I think everyone's got a 3-ring binder now, but that's another thing we'll be using in class. If you need help with either of those things, please feel free to reach out by email. Big difference this year in the 6th grade band land is we're using a uniform for our performances. So the uniform at Washington Middle School is a white long sleeve colored shirt or blouse, some white on the top and then black on the bottom. So black dress pants or long black skirt, black shoes, black socks. Just helps us look a little more professional in uniform at our performances. Our first concert with the cadet bands is at the beginning of December, so you've got a month or two to get this figured out, but feel free again if there's any problems with that, getting those uniform pieces, just let me know. Couple main things we're trying to do with the cadet bands is one is develop some personal instrument technique. It helps a lot that we're in 2 separate classes. We have a woodwind class, that's all the flute, clarinet, and alto sax, and a brass and percussion class that is trumpets, trombones, euphoniums, French horn, and our percussion. So that helps develop those techniques a little more quickly in those groups. And then the big thing is really getting used to playing in a larger ensemble. And when we do our concerts, we're going to combine these 2 groups into one group of about 60 or 65 kids. I already mentioned our first concerts in December. We'll have also performances in March and June. There is a performance calendar that's linked on Schoology. I'll be sending them a Skyward message that has that also. We're also trying to develop grit in our musicians. Learning an instrument is very challenging, and it's nice to find ways to conquer those little challenges that come up. And we'll also be talking about why are we even making music in the first place. Grading. There is a grade for band in middle school. Not so much. We didn't do much of that in elementary school. Part of the grade is participation. It's a participation-based class. There will be the expectation the kids are practicing at home. There'll be some in-class playing tests, and then coming to the concerts is a part of the grade as well. How to help your musician. Even if you haven't had a lot of musical experience yourself, it's always great to be encouraging. Let them know you're here to make progress. Any sort of questions you have about specific music things, have them come to me. I'm happy to answer any questions, solve any problems. And then also any help you can give with logistics on how to practice, where to practice, when to practice. Developing a practice plan is super helpful. So if you have any additional questions, any concerns, any ideas, please feel free to reach out to me by email. I teach at 3 different schools, so email is the best way to get a hold of me. Excited to get to know these kids better in 6th grade, and excited to meet you at our first concert in December. Thanks a lot.